Hi guys. So, as promised, I'm bringing you another video about Demo 2, but I seem young, but I'm a little older than I look. And so I'm not that technologically savvy. So I totally recorded the whole Demo 2, but it wasn't until after that I found out in order to record the audio, I had to press the little toggle on the inverted triangle and then tell them to record it, even though I thought that should have been implied. And if anything, I should have to change it to not record the volume because it's a screen thing. So I just assumed that. So I'm so annoyed by that. And I really wanted you guys to see it, even though it wasn't perfect. So I'll just try to describe everything to you. So when she comes in, or whoever the instructor is, they'll come in and just, ask you questions. Like she even gave an overview of what was going to happen. She said there will be two parts to the interview. There will be the Q&A, and then there will be the actual teaching portion. So she said for that it'll be like 5 to 10 minutes, but it wasn't, I don't think. And then for the next section, it could be like 20 to 30 minutes. So she just asked me questions about like what why did I want to be a teacher with Qkids? And I just said because, I've been teaching in China for the past 7 years, so I miss my kids. And I started and I moved back home recently because of everything going on there. So then I just wanted to go ahead and look for something online, which I've already been teaching online, but the other company isn't that great. Maybe that'll be in another video. But so I was like, and then just looking at all of the online teaching companies, this one had like the best courseware and product. And I wasn't like trying to kiss up. I really think so. So, and then she asked about so since I've been teaching for so long, so like what is the difference since they have 4 to 12 year olds? What is the style and how is it different for the kids? How I would present the material. And I just said that, for little kids, you have to be a little bit more animated and just woohoo. And well, I didn't say woohoo, but you know what I mean. So you have to be a bit more animated, and then you really use your body a lot. But as they get older, you can have just more conversations with them. Like they still like you to have a fun personality, but you don't have to be as over the top. But my personality naturally is, I'm probably going to be over the top. I am with like my friends and my mom and strangers. So, less over the top than usual, I suppose. And then I feel like she maybe didn't ask me another question after that. If she did, it was one more, but I'm not sure. It was just like a general question about something like that. And then we went ahead and did the teaching thing. And she even prefaced it saying like, if as I'm teaching, if I have any questions, feel free to just ask her. Just made me feel really comfortable. But it looked like she was like reading off of something, like some of the things like they must cover, like to tell you. And then so it began. She wanted me to show her how I would. She's 5 years old. How I would introduce myself. Oh, that was the third question. Like, how can I make the kids feel comfortable, especially when they're younger or something like that? And I just explained that I felt that for them, I know they're not used to seeing a lot of different type of people. So just immediately just say your name, be super smiley and friendly, and like play games with them. And so that's what she kind of had me do for the first slide. But honestly, I was still trying to fill it out, even though I just thought like maybe she just wanted me to do like one or two things and stop. But I think you should just keep going. If I had to give you advice, just keep going until they tell you to stop. But I kind of just like did something like, "Hi, my name's Sky. What's your name?" "Carrie, nice to meet you, Carrie. What sticker do you like?" And then just went through the stickers, and then I did the mask, and then I just stopped. So this is like your opportunity to like show them really what you have. So it was kind of easy for me to not feel like she was an adult. So I guess that can be a little daunting for someone, but I did practice without her like in the classroom. So I would say to practice. So, because it can be weird to see yourself on camera, one, it can just be awkward that you're going to have to talk to an adult. So, just kind of try to envision that's what you're doing, but they're also a child at the same time. So, like, try to express that and use your facial expression so you get all the feelings of feeling uncomfortable and like a weirdo out of your system, especially if you've never taught before, especially if you never did like edutainment before, especially if you just generally, it's just really good to get comfortable. So then so I just stopped and she was like giving me tons of hints on what I should do to improve. Like I can use the text box. I can use I can just be like, what color do you like? And if they click, say click Momo, and Momo when they click Momo, start diamonds come out. So like she was telling me, I didn't know that about the Momo and diamonds, but everything else I knew. But I just was like, oh, do I stop or do I go? And then the next then I go to the next one, and after she gave me advice, I went to the next one, and then it was like let's see, oh, it was like saying some new words, and that puts your picture on the like your video really big in the middle, and then you can slide the little, it's like hand, and you slide the guy over, and he's just like, and you can like so I was just pointing to him and like saying like hands, so pointing to his hands because he's right there like in front of you, so you can point like hands, and I didn't realize because when I did it in order, like when I was in the classroom, I already did things in a certain order, so I didn't think about like she might be skipping or something like that. So, but they totally skipped the first time, but it kind of like took me out of like what I was thinking. So I didn't even have her say anything. Like I was just kept saying the vocabulary because I thought it was more like for her to pronounce it, see how to pronounce it. But you want them to speak. So that was the feedback she gave. Like, make sure that if, because she just really sat there the whole time, and I was like, hands, hands. And I didn't even try to elicit her to speak. So she was just saying, like, you can say, like, speak. Why don't you try? Go for it. And like, can you say hands? And I have this little microphone, so because she had me do the page over again, so I just like, your turn. So, just to let her know I had a couple of things in my pocket, like I was slipping a little bit, but so then we moved on, and just like overall I got feedback on prompting, and then there's a section when you click the cards to like they were emphasizing the S. So you'd have hand on one card and hands on the other card. And your point is to really stress this. So a thing that she said is like, make sure the kids are repeating each word at least 3 times. Because I don't know if it's just me personally, but I was feeling like because it's an interview, I felt like a little, like I can't take my time. Plus it's one student, and I don't know why I felt like I had to kind of rush it, but there were other things I knew that I could do, like use the text box, or you can talk to the kids a little more than you were thinking. Because when she said the kid's 5 years old, I'm trying to grade my language, and maybe I was grading it way too much, or maybe just for what they prefer. I can talk to them a lot more and try to pull stuff out of them. So I can just be like, I can write the sentence, I have 2 arms. Or just like use the highlight. She was like, you can highlight the S and but make sure you always click the flashcards to magnify them, even if you're going between back and forth, to make sure they're saying it right. Then what else did she do? I think around that time I did feel like I did like 5 or 6 slides, and at the very end she just wanted to see like how I would. Oh, we did the story, the animation. So I was just like highlighting, like spotlighting a lot, and I thought I was unfolding the story, but again, she told me she was 5, so in my head I felt like I couldn't say that much. So she said that I should try to say even more, like make more sentences, like, so it's like, what does E Chief look like? What does E Chief look like? Who's this? It's Kobe, and blah blah blah. Like But then that intro was fine. Then the next slide, it was like when they were going to do more of the animation part. So I just was like, who's this? Oh. And then when I clicked the sentence, what does he look like? And then I would have them, what does he look like? What does he look like? Because she was kind of stopping, like, what? And I had to like guide her. So they're looking that you can do like chunking, find different ways to make them say the whole thing. Um, so yeah, so she had me do that one again as well. So I was just like, what does each chief look like? Oh, oh yeah. So, oh, I'd highlight Kobe and like, Kobe is talking on the, what's this? Phone. When I do this, I'm spotlighting. On the phone. Good job. Who is he talking to? He's talking to Momo. What are they talking about? And then click the first sentence. What does he look like? And then have them repeat it. And then do what does he look like? And have them say the sentences 2 or 3 times. So I found that at first I wasn't doing because they say the one on the right is the target sentence. So I was like, thought it was no big deal to just kind of glaze over that. But they actually want you to try that a couple of times too. So maybe do that 2 times because the point is they want them to practice saying the whole sentence fluently. So if you do after you do the chunking, they said the spotlight like, what is he doing? And then go back and like, okay, nice try. One more time. Let's do the whole sentence. What is he doing? And then if hope the point is that maybe in 2 to 3 tries they can say the whole sentence by themselves and you go to the next part, but you don't, of course you got to check your time. And then she loved that. Oh, and I brought a prop out because for like head, hands, arms, you're your prop. But you can't, like, unless you're like a contortionist, can't lift your legs up and like leg. So I had this little unicorn and I saw that she thought this was really funny. I was like, leg, leg. And after we did that one and I went back to legs and then I was like, oh, legs. Oh, I saw that she even liked it, like, like not as a student, but she appreciated it as an instructor. So that was cool. So then we did the last slide and that's when I, don't make a big to-do about how many diamonds they have. Just be like, everyone did so well. And then put them on the stage and then just ask like, what sticker do you like? And go through it and you can make them big or small. I saw that there's some GIFs on there. You can make Superman fly through there. Yeah, and then she was like, okay, well, thank you very much for the demo today. Congratulations. I would like to invite you. You passed demo 2, and I would like to invite you to do some classes in the next couple of days. And I was like, okay. So I'm have 2 classes tomorrow evening. She was telling me today's Sunday. She was asking me to choose between Monday and Tuesday, but I feel like that's my whole process this time has just been like about like getting it done because I'm ready to just get in there, So I did ask her, I was like, because she said she's going to send me some more materials to look at. And at this point, there was already tons of materials that we've already looked at once you get to this point. So I was like, are there going to be like 1,000 videos? And she just laughed because she knows there's like tons of videos. She's like, no, not thousands. So we'll see. I don't know. So I chose 2 slots. So I'm teaching 2 back-to-back classes tomorrow evening. And I thought that they would be in the classroom with you to be able to review what you've done, to say, okay, you're officially a Qkids teacher. And when I asked her, I was like, are you going to be in the classroom with me? She was like, no, they're going to just review the video afterwards. So I guess they're like recording it. And maybe they do that for all their classes for quality control or whatever. So, and then she just recapped like the things I can do. It was mainly like prompting, like, and I can use different things because I was saying like, good job a lot. She said that was good, but I can be like, round of applause. Like a lot of the stuff that I actually do in my actual classroom, but I don't know what it's about. Like I get to stand up and be like, woo. So it's a little, you got to get in the groove of it online, and probably things that you would do naturally once you're in front of a bunch of kids, you know? So she was really nice and setting up everything. So that is all. So I'll keep you guys updated if you want on everything. Just let me know in the comments if you want to know about my first 2 trial classes or anything like that. And I'll have my referral code, my link, and you can feel free to ask me anything you want. And yeah, that's all. Talk to you guys later. Bye.